Hello and welcome to Scrolls. Today is the 4th of February 2014. It's the first Scrolls news of the month. Let's open it up with the test server change log. This is 0.113.2. It has a lot of changes to the new Scrolls that make them a little bit less broke, plus also fixes things that the wording suggested and weren't necessarily true, and fixed the way that some of the card layouts are currently displayed because there were some text issues and stuff like that. The second test changelog, 0.113.3, is a bit more interesting because this one has come with a interesting change to the testing ground, that being they have 10 health, the timer is only 75 seconds, but a mulligan offer has been selected. You get an option to replace your hand with a new hand, and the scrolls that you've discarded go back into the deck randomly. That's pretty big. People have been really asking for that, and to put one in and let it be tested is a very good idea. I wonder if the testing grounds change will be added to the live server sooner than the rest of the changes currently happening on the test server. I don't know. Those full change logs will be in the description for you to look at. Next, let's go on to the Scrolls dev blog. They posted earlier this week, and the main gist of what they said was they're going to do a demo version for Scrolls, and they're planning a no shards feature limited version that contains a single upgrade to become the full game. The idea is to make it easy for new players to try Scrolls, so I assume that will be a way for people to test their decks, and the pre-constructed decks, and decide on one before they actually put a commitment into one of them. So I think that's something that has been needed for a very long time, and I will link the full Scrolls Dev Tumblr post in the description. Next, let's move on to the ESL stuff. This is the third Winter Cup. I'd be showing footage, but sadly I was unable to attend this one, so I didn't get any. NRP the Ninja faced off against the Purple Pansy in the first round, then Cashflow in the second round, defeated the Superb Simone in the quarterfinals, and defeated Marito88 in the semi-finals to reach the finals. And Ivalice had a bye in the first round, defeated Orange in the second round, defeated Ulfiniste in the quarterfinals, and defeated Morgs in the semi-finals to reach the finals, where he beat NRP the Ninja. In the game for third place, Maroto88 was against Morgs, and Morgs won. Next, I'm moving on to my Guild of the Week. This week is the Murder of Crows Guild. It was originally called the To Be Named Guild, and they decided on a name that sounds a lot like a Bioshock reference that they definitely said is not a Bioshock reference. Now, the goal with this guild is to create a child-friendly and family-friendly guild. It's just like a big group of people where people of similar ages who might not be super switched on with the game and get everything they're doing can play with other people of a similar age group. That way they've got like similar skill levels, similar deck styles, and they'll have like the appropriate communication for people of that age, as well as the same sort of typing speed. So it's the purpose of the group, as it says on their page, is to get a group of mum and dads and their kids together so they can have a kid-friendly friends list for games, which is a very good way of keeping things careful for your children online. So if you're worried about your children playing the game and mixing with the wrong groups and maybe coming across the less friendly sides of the community, you can join this guild and it'll give them people they can happily play against safely without fear of, bad language or just abusive behaviour and that sort of stuff. It's a good guild to keep people safe. And it's completely open, there's no, requirements to entry, they just ask for you to have a few screener questions and a nice chat with them. It's a very cool idea for a guild, and it sort of fills a need. And I quite like it for that reason, and obviously for that reason it's a non-competitive guild. So this one's a bit more of a niche guild that I'm championing this week, but I think it's definitely worth making sure that people are aware of it. I mean, I don't know how many people will watch my video and have kids, and be interested in finding a safe place for their kids, but I'm putting it out there, so if you know people, you can tell them. Pretty cool killed. Everything I mentioned will be in the description, so if you're interested, go check it out. Finally, we're moving on to the scroll spoilers. These were spoilt by Blinky. The first two were given for the Heart of Scrolls podcast that the Badger Guild hosted. This shows Reversal and Ash Runner. And the second set were shown entirely to Scrolls Guide, and this shows Malevolent Gaze and Earthen Testament. So if you want to go check them out, I've put them in the description so that you can go have a look. So a big thanks to Mons for providing the spoilers, big thanks to Blinky for sharing them to everyone. That's it from me this week. If anyone has any planned live streams or tournaments or events that they want to announce the times and dates of, not next week but the week after, because I'd have to have a week in advance to put them in the show. So by next Tuesday is what I'm trying to say. By next Monday, it'd probably be easier. So if anyone has any live streams they want to announce next Monday, or any tournaments they want to announce next Monday, so that people are aware of them for the week coming up after that, that's what I was trying to say, then just send them to me via YouTube or Twitter or email or whatever, and I'll put it in the show. So if you want some free minor publicity to about 400 people, send it my way. Thanks for coming along this week, and we'll do it again next time.